Hello and happy Labor Day. Jake here with ya, and as you can see, the porch floor is gone as we update here on our 502. Now it's been a long time, I think, since I've posted an update, so we did this morning, went through and pulled this through, and we've got some good wood, and then we've got some stuff that's been pretty well chewed up and it gone as patchwork had come and gone over the years. So rebuilding the porch, I think we're going to do 2x6 treated on the porch, let it dry out real good, and then do a stain or a paint or something on it. But we got to do some structural upping yet, and I don't know if I've actually posted a video with the paint on the walls, and that there's wife Candy painted the ceiling there, so all the painting, that's all Candy, that's all my wife. And she's got a blog, like her on Instagram. Her Instagram is, I think, Candace Whitlow Restoring 502. So and I'll try, if I remember and I figure out this internet stuff, see if I could add links to her blog and her Instagram in my YouTube channel, so you guys can keep up to date. I don't know if I've updated a video that said thank you to like the 5 or 6 more subscribers that we added, and thank you to anybody who's watching this that follows Candy on Instagram. I know she's got over 3,000 followers. She went from just under 1,000 to 3,000 in a weekend when Circa shared the link to her blog. So I got to thank Elizabeth Finkelstein at Circa. And Candy has written several articles for Circa. She hasn't in a few years, but she did. So, yep, this is what we were kind of dealing with. It was all untreated tongue and groove, yellow pine, and but there's some car siding and stuff mixed in there too, some wider stuff, and it was all different kinds, like 3 different kinds of flooring all together. And I think we're gonna do something a little more natural to start, and we might paint it eventually, but I don't think we're gonna do a tongue and groove. I think we're gonna do a 2x6 pine, but first we're going to get it shored up. These posts here need shored up pretty well too. They've sank down, and I got to take out a lot of the dirt that you can see the framing there is sitting on the dirt, and I think they just made it that way. Oh, you can see all the tore up dirt here. We got a groundhog tunnel. It goes down that way under there, comes out over here. So they've been coming up underneath the house, and then we're going to take foam board and create an air barrier, an air gap to stop the draft, a draft block. I think that's what we're calling it. I don't know. I don't know construction terms. I'm just a novice, but I can swing a hammer. But anyway, we're going to do a draft stop. I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's what it's called, because the footer for the front of the house is the footer for the entire house, for the porch, and do a draft stop between the porch and the rest of the house. So that's a quick update on what's going on. I don't really think I've done anything else other than the really pretty blue on the ceiling, and you do that because it helps keep your bugs. They think that blue's the sky, and it keeps the bugs from swooping down at you, especially wasps and things like that. I'm allergic to wasps, so I try to avoid them. I'm not scared of them. I just, try to avoid getting stung. I'm allergic to pain too, so I just don't like anything that stings. Candy said she was painting, when she was painting the other day. I'm gonna try to walk the beams here without getting I'm wearing flip-flops. I shouldn't be standing on this framing. But right there you can kind of see that dark spot. This house had a fire in it a long time ago, and I believe she had some burnt looking stuff fall out of that hole while she was painting the ceiling. So there's a bunch of fire damage in the upper level that we've seen. It's a little too dark going there now, but yeah, here's some of the stuff that fell out. Looks like charcoal, which I love grilling, so that's okay. Maybe I should post some grilling videos. Comment if you'd like me to post some of my grilling recipes. That'd be a whole nother show. But it's been a while since we've done a walk around the house, so we'll do that real quick. I really just came down here on Labor Day, just had our dinner, and I wanted to come down here and make sure I locked this back door. Our sewer issue under the house, of course we put the sewer in, and you can see that right there. Still, I've shot a few videos, but I don't think I've uploaded them, but this one will definitely go uploading to the page. And you can't really see in there, but that cellar, which is just along that concrete wall, you can see that post right there, and then there's concrete wall. That cellar was full to the top with sewer water, but once I fixed the sewer issue, it has drained itself, so that might be a whole nother problem, that the water seeped into the ground and underneath the crawl space. But we're gonna get a bunch of lime under there and antimicrobial, and really gonna get that dried out and disinfected. I was thinking I left this back door either open or unlocked. I like to, anytime I'm down here, I draft it. And it appears to be locked, so that's good. But this is Jake. I'm not going to show you an image of myself because I'm gross. I've been mowing and weed eating and, of course, tearing out a porch floor. And we're going to, I guess next time we check in, we'll check in with our foundation and doing what we got to do to shore up the post, because you can see the porch holds up a good portion of roof there, the whole front of the house. And we got some termite chewing. It's not as bad as I thought it'd be, but now that I've stepped back and looked, when I first tore it up, man, some of this framing was just, oh, that's rough. And don't worry, that wiring is not going to be used. That was just bad. I don't know why they set that on the ground. That could have bugs chewing on it, shorted out, water getting to it. That was not up to code, but no one really cares about code around here. Anyway, there's a good look at the progress we've made so far. We got our cool paint colors that we've decided to do on the house. I've got to replace some trim. Another thing that's going to be coming up before too long is the door frame was shortened down to like 32 inches. 33 maybe, 30, I don't know. It's a tiny little door, and it's a hollow core, and it's not protecting nothing. So I've got a door that I've got to reglaze the glass in, reset the glass in, and I'm gonna widen out the door frame because something neat. Try not to step on any nails here. Now I just stepped on a beam that's collapsing in the floor. You can see that line there out on the edge of the trim. They actually brought the door in a good solid 2 inches. So, and I've got a door that was the size of the original door. I don't know if I've ever showed you guys the barn out here. A bunch of the original doors were out here on the barn on the ground. Unfortunately, I think they're pretty well gone. There is one that's hanging up on the wall back in here in the shed that I think would be okay that the trim rats haven't gotten to. But you can't really see in there right now. I'm wondering if my phone will let me turn my flashlight on. Let's see. No, it won't let me do it. But anyway, in there you can see there's some doors right center frame there. There's some doors on the floor, and then there's one on the wall back there. And the old barn's going, but I'm going to keep the tin roof, and I'll probably hold on to much as the barn wood I can find. Suppose as it gets knocked down, solid pieces, things like that, I'll save them. And people are into that kind of thing, so maybe I will show myself. Maybe we'll end up working on some of that and selling some of that. Either way, hey, if you guys know anybody that's willing to come to our part of southeast Missouri and get some scrap tongue and groove, a lot of it's been, well, there's a lot of solid boards there, but also there's just as many termite chewed and rotted boards. You can see some of that split up and things like that. But just took us over an hour to tear that off this morning. And that was impressive. That was with two youngins that were hanging out in the trucks. A 5-year-old and a 7-year-old. All right, that does it for this checkup on 502. I'm Jake. Of course, find my wife Candy on Instagram. I'll leave links to her Instagram in our post. I'll try to get those in my channel description or something. I got to see what my options are on my channel. I've had this channel for a long time, but mainly only used it for subscribing to other people's channels. I need to start uploading more often, and I'll try to do weekly videos at least, even if we haven't done anything. Maybe just some videos of Candy and I talking about what we want to do. All right, we're hitting about 10 minutes now, and now I'm going to sign off.